A line across the earth, thin, invisible, yet soaked in fear, risk, history. A line where a single wrong step can mean loss, chaos, even death. These aren't peaceful borders with passport stamps and polite customs officers. These are the kind of borders where stories vanish, where silence follows gunfire, and where people cross, not for tourism, but for survival. Today, we step into the world's most dangerous border crossings. Brace yourself, because some of these places you must see to believe. Let's begin with the border that's perhaps the most chilling symbol of a divided world, the boundary between two Koreas, South Korea and North Korea. The infamous demilitarized zone, demilitarized in name only. This border is crawling with soldiers, barbed wire, watchtowers, and more landmines than you can count. Crossing it legally? Virtually impossible. Unauthorized? A gamble with life itself. Smugglers, defectors, desperate souls try it, but without success, most never make it. Shots fired, lives ruined, families torn apart. Just stepping too close, it can mean being caught in the crossfire. This line divides not just land, but hope, history, and the fragile dream of escape. Now, imagine desert, a scorching blaze under the sun. No water, no shade, nothing. That's what many crossing the border between Mexico and the United States, especially through remote deserts, face. For many, the desert becomes a cruel filter. Migrants hoping for a new life sometimes end up lost, dehydrated, or worse. On top of nature's harshness, there's danger from human hands. Drug cartels, human traffickers, ruthless smugglers. Even if you survive the desert, there's the risk of violent encounters, arrests, disappearances. This line, stretching for thousands of miles, has become the deadliest migration land route in the world. But the world's deadliest borders aren't always deserts or minefields. Some snake through jungle, mountains, forgotten lands. One of the most notorious is where Panama meets Colombia, the infamous Darién Gap. No roads, no checkpoints, no maps. Just jungle, rivers, mountains, and peril. Migrants, families, women, children flock here, hoping to cross into Central America or beyond. But what they face instead is wild terrain, tropical storms, predators, and human monsters, smugglers, gangs, traffickers. Many don't make it. The rivers swallow them. The jungle hides them. Bodies are lost. Lives disappear. Journalists call it the most dangerous jungle on Earth. It's a corridor for hope, turned nightmare. Then there's a border carved by colonizers that still bleeds today. The Durand Line, dividing Afghanistan and Pakistan, stretches over harsh mountains, remote valleys, hostile climate. Drawn by foreign hands with no care for the tribes who lived there for centuries. Today, that line is a razor-thin fault between militant groups, government soldiers, and civilians. Cross it illegally? You risk drone strikes, landmines, firefights, or capture. This border isn't just dangerous. It's haunted by history, conflict, and betrayal. Far to the west, in a region where political upheaval and sectarian scars run deep, lies the border between Israel and Syria. Because of decades of conflict, shifting territories, and war, this border is volatile. Shots, airstrikes, shelling. Travel here isn't about visas or luggage checks. It's about surviving. Cross-border disputes, militant presence, and bitter enmity turn border crossings into high-stakes games. Games you don't want to lose. But the world's deadliest borders aren't always in places you first expect. In Africa, the line between Niger and Chad becomes a battleground. Here, insurgent groups spread terror. Crossroads become sniper zones, towns vanish overnight, entire communities flee. Crossing becomes not a journey, but a gamble. In the Middle East, the desert border between Yemen and Saudi Arabia tells stories of war for decades. Refugees, migrants, families that simply want to survive, yet find themselves trapped between bombs, sandstorms, and political chaos. Crossing that border isn't about passports. It's about staying alive. Even borders that sound peaceful on paper can be deadly in practice. Look at the Bangladesh-India border. Over 2,500 miles of demarcation. But beneath it lies kill-on-sight policies, migrant deaths, undocumented crossings, innocent lives lost, and bureaucratic cruelty. For many, escaping poverty becomes a life-threatening gamble. And here's a complex one. Sudan, South Sudan. Since South Sudan's independence in 2011, the border region has been a flashpoint over oil, land, identity. Militias roam, violence erupts, civilians get caught in the crossfire. Refugees walk for miles through hostile terrain. A border not just of nations, but of survival. But what connects these deadly crossings, deserts, jungles, war zones, isn't just hardship. It's desperation. It's hope. It's escape. It's the risk people take because for them, the border isn't about crossing lines. It's about crossing fear. Because behind every statistic is a face, a family, a child clutching the hope of a better life, a mother carrying dreams across mountains, and often that hope goes silent. Yet many still attempt these journeys. Smugglers whisper promises, migration flows rise, politicians tighten fences. But borders don't stay quiet. They echo the stories of the broken, the brave, and the lost. And here's the harsh truth. When a border becomes a weapon, when land itself is a barrier, dreams don't just cross lines, they cross nightmares. So next time you think borders are just political lines drawn on maps, remember this. There are borders where life holds its breath, where the air tastes of danger, where crossing means you might never return, where the silent line becomes the deadliest journey a human can take. This is the reality of the world's most dangerous border crossings. May they never be forgotten, and may those who survive be given hope again. If you found this video powerful, share it. If you think people need to know these stories, leave a comment. And if you want more journeys into the dark corners of our world, subscribe now, and let's keep exploring.